Hello, welcome to the Night Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news. 2020 is a challenging and difficult year for all economies, including Vietnam, due to the impact of COVID-19 epidemic. However, according to the forecast of International Monetary Fund (IMF), Vietnam GDP growth still reached 2.4%. Vietnam is one of the rare countries to achieve positive growth this year. The growth of the whole economy is positive. Vietnam's economic imprint this year can be mentioned as disbursement of public investment capital reached 90% of the plan, the highest level in a decade. Already trade agreements are officially in force, opening way for export to markets with preferential tariffs. These successes are a result of Vietnam's efforts and determination to achieve its dual objective, both anti-epidemic and economic development. That spirit is also the motivation for Vietnam to believe in a better 2021. The State Bank had recently proposed to continue to reducing transaction fees by 50% via interbank electronic payment system between January 1, 2021 and June 30, 2021. Previously, implementing Directive 11 dated March 4th, 2020 of the Prime Minister on urgent tasks and solutions to remove difficulties for production and business, ensuring social security in response to the COVID-19 epidemic. The State Bank of Vietnam has promptly issued Circular No. 4 on March 31, 2020, effective from April 1, 2020, to reduce the transaction fee by 50% for the interbank electronic payment system applied from April 1 to December 31, 2020. According to Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporter and Producer (VASEP), thanks to the implementation of trade agreements, it is forecasted that Vietnam's seafood exports in 2021 will increase by 10%, reaching over $9.4 billion. However, in order for seafood industry to export with high value, VASIP proposes the government to focus on restructuring the fishery sector toward more sustainable development. The functional branches regularly guide and create conditions for aquaculture farmers to meet criteria of clean production. A further goal of the industry is that by 2030, the total production of aquatic products in the country will reach 10 million tons, in which the output of exploiting aquatic products is about 25 to 30%. The output of aquaculture is about 70 to 75%. Seafood export turnover value reaches 18 to 20 billion US. The World News, the Russian embassy in the U.S. on December 26 declared Washington to be the party that sparked the visa war, with Moscow as well to impose the practice of exchanging individual visas. Commenting on the information disclosed by the U.S. press on the issues facing the U.S. diplomatic missions in Russia, the Russian embassy statement stated, "We would like to reiterate once again that responsibility for the current stalemate lies with the U.S. side. It was the U.S. that initiated the so-called visa war through the act of imposing the practice of exchanging personal visas because employees of Russian diplomatic protocols receive only entry permits, along with the issuing of visa to American employees." The Russian embassy said in a statement there had been no refusal to grant visa to diplomats and other experts working for U.S. missions. Turkey Defense Minister Hulusi Akar on December 26 met with top defense officials applied by National Solidarity Government (GNA) Salahuddin Namrus in Tripoli to discuss bilateral security cooperation. In a press conference after the meeting, Mr. Namrus said the two sides had discussed continuing the side agreement through strengthening training programs for GNA forces and developing an international-level military system. The aim is to reorganize the Libyan army to protect the people and the civilian state. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.